Whenever someone comes to visit us at SoundTrax, we always make a point of showing them our studio. Sure, it's about 500 square feet with an attractive parquet floor, but that's not the point. The reason it's always on the tour becomes clear right after we close the double-door airlock. The room is absolutely silent. That may not seem like much, but invariably someone lets out a gasp. We live in an extraordinarily noisy world, and our brains do an extraordinarily great job of running interference on the air conditioning, traffic, iPods, birds, bees, and everything else that we don't always realize we hear. But once you close the door on the quietest room in the South, the absence of all that suddenly makes your brain go, "Thank you, I needed that." You tend to feel the silence more than you hear it. Why does this matter? Because when you make a sound recording, you're using a dumb microphone. It may be a $3,000 dumb microphone, but it still doesn't know the difference between a drum hit and a truck backfiring. It can't separate the air conditioning rumble from the sound of the human voice, and it certainly can't fix lousy acoustics. But that's okay. That's why you spend all that money in the first place, to make sure the mic doesn't miss anything. All it needs, like your brain, is a little help. And that's where our studio at SoundTrax comes in. It's a microphone's best friend and lets you concentrate on what really matters, the sounds you want to hear. By the way, SoundTrax is within spitting distance of Raleigh's main freight train tracks. On the other side of the tracks is a cement plant. So out in the parking lot, things get loud, but not inside. Some folks have even suggested half-jokingly that we should rent the place out as an isolation chamber. There is a futon in there. Come by sometime and visit the quietest room in the South. We'll even show you the blueprints Perry Cheatham drew himself when we invested almost 6 figures designing and constructing the room. We might even share the secrets of the rubber feet underneath the 3 inches of concrete below your feet. In our studio, the less you hear, the better we sound.